We go. Beautiful. So, welcome everybody. Welcome to this LifeWave presentation. It's very international. We have the UK, we've got New Zealand, we've got Australia. So I love it when it's international and different states in Australia. So I just want to share a little about supporting people who are already on here. This is a launch for pretty much Kalyana and Rosie and anybody else who started their LifeWave business recently, and an opportunity to bring people on to share this recording with those people that might come on board on your team. And for those people that are being introduced to LifeWave for the first time, what I do, I take you through the process of the company and how you might want to get involved as building this as a business too. So I'm just going to share a short video with you just to get us going. So you should be able to hear and watch this. Just an intro.
They said it couldn't be done to boost cellular activity using light with wearable technology like this? No way. But they didn't know this inventor, David Schmidt, LifeWave's founder and CEO, who made what some said was impossible, possible. David's commitment to tap into our natural human energy at the cellular level without drugs or stimulants led to LifeWave being launched in the early 2000s. His mission? To share products with the world that enhance people's health, wellness, beauty, and longevity without drugs. Today, after thousands of clinical studies on light therapy, it's an accepted science, and LifeWave is at the forefront of it all. The big break came in 2004 during the U.S. Olympic trials, where elite swimmers under NCAA coaching icon and LifeWave proponent Richard Quick were setting their own lifetime records using LifeWave's energy enhancers. Our first product. The word got out. Controversy, driven by skeptics, followed. But LifeWave was proven to be a safe, non-drug technology. A tidal wave of interest rolled in, of professional athletes, trainers, health practitioners, scientists, as well as everyday people, finding out that things were just better with LifeWave. More energy, more stamina, more enthusiasm for life. But David didn't stop there. He refined the science, inventing new ways to reduce pain, to improve sleep, to get rid of stress, and more, all without drugs. National stories, interviews, celebrity partnerships followed. Then, people in other countries heard of LifeWave's unique products, and the international growth wave began. After all, when you feel great, it shows in any language. And then it happened. You've heard of the Big Bang Theory? LifeWave's Big Bang was no theory, and it changed everything. It was summer 2018. Stem cells and the growing awareness of their ever-increasing value within the human body made headlines across the world. But for more than 10 years, David Schmidt had already been researching our body's aging process and how stem cells could help. He zeroed in on what was possible in activating existing stem cells. And then he figured out how to use LifeWave technology to elevate a copper peptide already proven, with decades of research behind it, to activate stem cells without injections. And the rest is history. X39 was born. When X39 launched in early 2019, the response was stunning. The testimonials flowed in. Today, it has proven to be an invention that has taken the world of health and wellness by storm. And it is changing people's lives everywhere. And LifeWave is growing fast as a result. David says X39 is his best achievement yet. The world is turning to LifeWave. Distribution in over 75 countries. Over 80 clinical, research, and published studies. More than 100 filed and issued worldwide patents held by David, including over 70 in the field of regenerative science. And zero competition. What's it all mean? If you are hearing about LifeWave for the very first time, you are standing at a crossroads. The opportunity for you to profit from our accelerating growth is now. Will you be among those who take advantage? LifeWave is established, proven, at the start of something big, really big. And you're at the threshold too. You can help people discover how great it feels to feel great again with LifeWave. This is the definition of opportunity. This is LifeWave.
There we are. I'm just going to check I can stop the video. There we go. So that was the American style, and now you're going to get the Aussie English style with Adrian presenting as well. So I really enjoyed that video because it really shows the background of what David brought through, particularly with the X39. So I'm just going to say hello to Lois, Sarah, Melanie, and Sean, who've joined us as well. So yeah, Lois is in the UK too, and Melanie and Sean are in Aussie. So welcome on board. So I will gonna start a presentation with some slides. Just give me a second to share this. Just gonna go into. Let's have a look. Just trying to find a way to do this. Where are we going? Slideshow, play from start. So the question is, have you been patched yet? So a bit of a way for those already got a bit of a patch on their body already and who's tried. So give it a wave if you've patched. So it's a really nice thing to get the patches on board for you. So you saw in the video there with David. So David's the inventor of the patches. He's been at this now for 20 years. So people say, is it an established business? Well, anybody that's been going in the business for 20 years, I would say is very established. So he's got over 180 patents for his products, which is pretty remarkable. And those patents, you can actually go and find those patents. He is a great scientist and inventor. Something he doesn't share, David, he's very spiritually aware man. He's very touched into spirit. And my sense is that every day when he's in his prayer or his contemplation, because of that calm, beautiful energy, on some level, I suggest that's probably gone into the product and the company as well. He's quite an amazing man when you get behind the scenes and look at what David is doing for his own personal and spiritual growth as well. So he's been doing this for a long time, and as suggested, the X39, which is the stem cell activating patch, is taking him 10 years to develop that, and about $4.5 million to bring that to the market. So he's obviously a very dedicated man for the company. Here's the patents. You can go and check the patents out for yourself. And the thing in this patent is all about elevating this copper peptide in the body that we'll share more about as we go through. So how does the X39 in particular work? So like all the patches, it's a proprietary form of phototherapy, which is light therapy. So if you Google light therapy, which I've done and done a bit of research, light therapy has been around for thousands of years in one form or another. And what David has done, he's brought this light wave technology to the fore and bring it into this space of new technologies, nanotechnology with his nano crystals with the ingredient in the patch. And basically, to put it into simple terms, it reflects the light from the body back into the body to activate particular things in the body for the healing process. So it's non-transdermal, and it means it's not bringing anything into the body. It's simply the body healing itself through the light process. What I love is no drugs or chemicals or stimulants in the product whatsoever, and it's non-invasive. So what does it do? It increases strength, reduces inflammation, increased stamina, and you can see the other things on the screen that it does. And one of the things that I find, and I've shared this story with lots of people, and we'll get a few testimonials from the people on here tonight, is the mental clarity that so many people talk about. They get on the patches and this thing happens, is like the fog lifts away from the mind, and this mental clarity comes along, and it's one of the beautiful things that I particularly love about the patches. So long-term results, we all talk about, what are the results, what are the benefits of patching? So when one puts on the X39, within the first few days, and this has come from the studies they've done in the company, is 4,000 genes begin to reset in the body. So it's pretty quick. It activates quite quickly. Within 6 weeks, the brain starts to become more balanced, and this is where that clarity comes forward. Within 3 months, your collagen in the body is increased. And within 6 months, and this is the one I love, the heart actually reverses in age. And not only does the heart reverse in age, one can start to see it in the skin, in the wrinkles, even like liver spots and things start to disappear on the body, because it's a reverse aging product. It's not an anti-aging product. So how do you wear these little beautiful patches? You simply, you get a little pouch in here, and you get 30 patches in a pouch, and you put the pouch generally on the back of the neck, or it can be worn just on the belly as well. So you wear it for 12 hours on, 12 hours off, 12 hours on, 12 hours off. And what we suggest you do is, when you wear the patches, is you drink lots of water. And when we talk about, Shane and I had a conversation this morning about the quality of water. If you're going to drink water, my suggestion is, drink quality water than rubbish water, because that's also going to help with the healing process if you have decent water in your system. So X39, it's very sophisticated in its design, but it's so easy to use. Simply open the pouch, get a patch, and stick the patch on the body. It doesn't come any easier than that. So if you've got a pen and paper with you, I suggest please write this link down. thisitinfo.com. This website has got all the information you'll need. It's got lots of videos, lots of PDFs, everything on there. So this was put together by the stream and the team that I'm in, and it's the fastest growing and the most earning lineage in the whole company. And or if you're on this call, I'd suggest you're in that stream as well. And we have some really good upline people who offer some great training, and they've put this website together with some incredible information on there. You'll see Yavi on there, you'll see Merlin, you'll see lots of different people who've put things on this site. So write this one down, and after the call I'd say go and check this site out. So a little bit about the company. So the company is coming up to its 20th year anniversary this year, and it's been around that sort of $20 million mark for many years. And then 3 or 4 years ago, they went into the multi-level marketing system, which is what we're on, and it's now gone to actually beyond 320. It's gone to $400 million company now, and it's in over 80 countries now, and it's a great market for people who love that multi-level marketing space, because everything is done for you. The website's there, the back office is there, and the company's doing all the work for us entrepreneurs. So question is, what do you want to do with your time? More freedom, more travel. That's what I love doing. Better health, less debt, more income. So these are some of the opportunities that the company can actually offer you. So I'm going to bring us back to the screen, because before I jump into the business opportunity, I just want to see if anybody wants to share something about their experience with the patches, because I think it's always good to have live experiences of what people have had within the patches. So I'm going to open the floor to anybody who'd like to share something about their experience with the patches, or a story they have of somebody in their team that might have had a great experience as well. So if anybody wants to, just give me a bit of a wave and unmute yourself and come on. Yep, Mel's going to have a bit of a share.
Hi, everyone. Hi, Adrian. Hi, Becky. So I've been using the patches for about 6 weeks now, and I have rheumatoid arthritis, and it's held me back for a long time. And I started using the patches. I started with the X39, and within 3 days, I had so much energy. I was like, I'm going to exercise. I'm going to work out. And then I twinged my back, hurt myself because I was going too hard, too fast. So I put an Aeon on and didn't flare up. And I thought, wow, this is amazing. I didn't flare. And this has been my experience now over these 6 weeks. I've got so much energy. And then I work out. My body hasn't quite caught up to it all yet, but I haven't had a flare up. I haven't had to take any prednisone. I'm starting to cut back on my arthritis meds, and I'm feeling amazing. I do actually injure myself because I have gone pretty hard for my body, because it's been a long, long time since I've been able to exercise and exercise consistently and exercise a lot consistently. And for those that know me, I'm doing a March challenge this year, so this month. So I challenged myself to do 70 kilometres. I've already done nearly 55 at this point. So I'm like, yeah, I'm charging. The patches are 100% doing everything I would like them to do. I'm loving it. So I'm out there telling everyone about them. I love it.
Uh, that's fantastic, Mel. Yeah, 'cause I know for you, exercise was a little bit of a mental challenge and a physical challenge, and now you're out there, walking around the lake and doing your, 55 Ks already, and we're only halfway through the month, so I think you're going to smash your 70. Probably going to get your 100 in.
Yep.
That's just
That's
wonderful.
my goal. It's depressing when you can't do anything. You try to do something, you think, I'm going to do this, then you hurt yourself, then you just get depressed. And, so to hurt myself and then have a patch that fixes it and not have to be out of action for another week is amazing. I'm loving it. And I'm energetic. Like, I'm so full of energy. I just want to work out every day. So I haven't had that feeling since I was like 19. This one's in shock.
Yeah, he looks like Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah, thank you so much for sharing that, because it's the live testimonies that really bring it alive, and particularly when you know somebody, it's okay having somebody who you don't know, but when people around us that we know have these experiences, that's when you know it's real, and it's not just
and even our daughter, our middle daughter, who's very conscious of how she looks and everything, but she's had like an eczema rash on her hands and up her arms for about 2 years. 3 weeks to the X39, and that's all cleared. Because we were at a point where it's like, got to go for allergy testing. Nothing is working. We've tried every lotion, potion thing you could imagine in our arsenal, all the oils you could come up with, everything. And she's loving the patches. So it's every morning, patch me, mum. Because the rash is gone after years of having this crazy rash on her arms. So we're all seeing great results.
That's fantastic. Yeah. Oh, thank you. So thanks, Mel. So yeah. And Lois, you've got your hand raised. I can't see your video though, Lois. I don't want to jump on with your video.
Sorry, I was.
That's okay.
Hi, Adrian. Hi, everyone. Just shared my experience with the patches and with some of the members within my team and work colleagues as well. So I joined LifeWave back in, early this year actually, but I came across it as a result of Mel, who's in South Africa, but also Adrian's wife, Arlene, and the other Adrian as well. So we're all kind of life alignment practitioners and do kind of a lot of energy work. And so it really resonated with me, the fact that it's the use of light therapy or phototherapy. And so when I first patched myself, I don't tend to have, fortunately, any health conditions. But I did notice when I patched myself, I felt the energy running along one of the meridians in my legs. And then when I took it off in the evening, when I was doing some breath work and meditation, my breath work was much deeper. It's like I felt more oxygen flowing through my lungs and throughout my body. The following days felt so much energy that I had difficulty sleeping at times because I was just kind of just felt more vitalized within myself. I've also noticed that just there seems to be more presence and groundedness as well, within myself. And then when I patched a couple of friends who, unbeknownst to me, had ongoing knee issues, this is with another patch called the LifeWave patch. The pain relief was almost instant. I had one friend who said that she felt like there was like a band of energy around her knee, that it was being supported by this wave of energy. And she was just amazed by how quick the pain had dissipated once the patch was placed. I had another friend who had some lung issues, respiratory issues, and she was taking antibiotics, but they weren't really clearing it. Patched her with the X39. And again, within a couple of days, she felt that she was able to breathe. When she went to Bikram yoga, her colleagues and friends were noticing how she was doing with the postures and the movements. She was much more supple. And so that's just a few examples of how the patches have really improved people's vitality, their energy, but also their quality of life as well.
Yeah. Thanks, Lois. Yeah, look, we've all had these experiences with people, haven't we, where we've seen, immediate results. And what I say to people is everybody's different. Some people will feel that immediate result. Sometimes, and this is what I love about particularly the X39, it tends to go into the body to the places needed most. So consciously and cognitively, we may know not what that place is, but the frequency of the patch seems to know where to go in the body. So you might think you've got a sore hand, but it'll choose to go somewhere else first that's more immediate and more needed. So people sometimes feel it straight away, and other people it's a bit more subtle. So we do say to people, try the patches for an extended amount of time and give it a chance to show you how they work. For some people, it might take 30 days or 60 days or 90 days. So everybody's different. So just be aware of that if you're, talking to people about the patches. That, some people just get immediate. And just to share on that story, then I'll give somebody else an opportunity to share if they want to. This is a funny story. This happened to me last week. There's a patch on this thing called carnosine, and carnosine is produced naturally in the body. And I was with a friend signing him up to the company, and I took a carnosine out and I put it in my hand, and immediately my whole body, the temperature of my body, I went bright red, and it just had this effect on me where I called it a hot flush. It was quite funny. Immediately with the carnosine. And I wore the carnosine for 5 days. This was last week. And my whole body temperature was up. And my whole being was like hot and warm, which was actually nice because I was in England and it's cold here. And I was talking to a friend who does Chinese medicine. And she said the carnosine is very much attached to yang energy, male energy. So she said what it did, it obviously got me into that yang energy space. So this might be a good thing to share with the men if they want to get a bit more yang in their life. And I don't have to expand on that. You probably know where I'm going with this. Is the carnosine might be a really good patch to give to some of the men in your life that might need a bit more yang. So I just wanted to share that story. And I worked for 5 days and I had to stop. It was just like, because I'm yang enough, I didn't need any more. So I just wanted to share that funny story that I was having hot flushes for 5 days on the carnosine. So is anybody else would like to share a story with their experience or something? Yeah, Rosie, you want to share something?
Adrian, I have to say, Arlene's are very, very far away, isn't she? Yeah. I have to say thank you to Yasmin and Sonia for being here. I really appreciate it. Yes, please. Well, my friends know my story. Being sick for a very long time. I think it was about 8 months of not getting to the point where I couldn't eat much. And naturopath did help me very slowly, but with the patches, I got this boom of energy. I haven't been this alive for a very, very long time, so I can now eat. I can drink alcohol. I'm having chocolates. Like, yay! Got my appetite back, and yeah, I'm very, very grateful. Very grateful because I got to a point where my friends were saying to me, "Hey, are you okay, Sonia? You're getting thinner and thinner." Sonia's my amazing yoga teacher. It'd be nice if she comes on, and you too, Yasmin. Yasmin's been a friend for life, just about. Very blessed to have them both in my life, and yeah, energy, and my skin was going all dry. I couldn't believe that. I'm like, oh, that's not me. It was a really weird feeling. That's cleared up. I was losing a lot of hair. I'm still losing a little bit. So I've gone from a clump of that big in the brush every time to a bit this big. So yeah, I'm very, very grateful. And I just want to get the word out there. Adrian, I almost feel like standing outside a hospital in a chair saying, can I share my story with you, please? You know, like, yeah, amazing stuff.
Yeah, it
Very
is.
blessed to you too for introducing me. Thank you.
Yeah, and I can contest to that. I've known Rosie for a while, and there was a little bit of concern. You were losing your hair and losing a lot of weight. So I'm glad you found something now. In terms of obviously doing your physical stuff with yoga, but having the patch, particularly the X39, to get those stem cells happening, to get the activation in the body, to start healing. Healing from the inside and the outside is the magic formula. And obviously with the light energy that's coming from the inside, and then doing the physical stuff and the mental stuff and the meditations, everything from the outside, that's a beautiful mix. So well done.
Yeah, and many thanks to you too, Adrian. You've been an amazing coach for our family and the rest. Thanks.
Thank you. Yeah.
Better let someone else talk.
Yeah. So if anybody else wants to have a little share on that, does anybody else here want to have a share? Otherwise, I'll continue. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We got Vicky. Vicky, gonna have a share.
When the first day that I started my X39 patch, I had a really bad sciatic at the time, and come lunchtime, that was completely gone. The first time I had been able to clear it without having any other treatments. So I was so grateful for that. And I've noticed that I haven't had to have a nano nap.
Wow.
So, and getting lots done. So yeah, very happy.
Fantastic, Vicky. Just on that sciatica, I was visiting my mum a few weeks ago, and she's had sciatica for years. And I put an E on her leg, and the very next day the pain was gone, and she's actually now just walking. She's even walked into town, which is like a 15-minute walk, first time for months and months, because the sciatica just disappeared, and that was with the Aeon, different patches for different things. So yeah, it seems like it's great for sciatica. So yeah, thank you, thanks for sharing. And Kellyanne, you're waving your hand there. You've got a little share.
Yeah, I'm probably one of the slower ones. I'm trying to think maybe 3 weeks, and I've been looking for the aha moment. I had a little aha moment, which was I was walking on the beach near us at Broken Head, and as Adrian would attest if he's had one, I got a blue bottle wrapped around my ankle, and the pain is excruciating. And I sort of hobbled. We'd walked halfway down the beach, hobbled back, went home, and I've only got X39 patches, but Arlene had given me a couple of ice waves to try, so I thought, why not? So I put an ice wave patch, and so it was on my ankle. It was all swollen and red, and the pain was just throbbing. So I put the ice wave patch on, and it throbbed a bit more, and then all the swelling went and the pain went. So that was my little aha moment. I've noticed my nails are stronger. A lot of my symptoms came to the surface. A few years ago, I broke my leg, fractured the fibula, and I really, really badly damaged the in my leg, in my ankle. And they wanted to put plates in there, and I said no, because my husband originally trains in osteopath, and he said I'll work with it once the cast is off. And all of a sudden, when I started wearing the X39, the pain started coming up again in my ankle. My blood pressure spiked, and luckily I spoke to Arlene, and she reassured me that sometimes that can happen, and so it's been gradually coming down again. But I just felt too that those ligaments were so badly damaged that possibly the pain came up again, because that's where the stem cells are going to try and help what wasn't healed. And my husband, you'll be interested, Adrian, because I've noticed my husband, he won't believe me, but he has no hair here, and I'm seeing little, because I buzz his hair, little hairs coming up, and I noticed that I'm not losing as much hair either. And my one that I'm hoping I'll be able to share, if it's my friend's soul journey, she has been diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma, went the full chemo route, and none of it's working. I've watched her go through hell and back on chemotherapy, and she's off the chemo now because they've told her it's not worked, it's in her brain still, and she's now on X39 and Aon, and her patches from her order will arrive on Monday, and then she'll go on the glutathione. So if it's a soul wish, because I know, everyone has a soul journey around how long and when they want to leave the planet. So she said a real yes to it. So if it's her journey to stay longer, I'm really praying that the patches will give her some ease and more quality of life, because watching, and a friend actually shared with me who's done a lot of work with cancer patients in last stage, and she said the thing that's really, really crucial is vitamin D, and she's been in hospital for months, no vitamin D. And in Australia, apparently we can't get the quantity of vitamin D that is needed for last stage cancers. But hopefully she'll be able to get a bit more sunshine now. She's not on chemo, but she's so weak. And so that's what I'm praying for her, that I'll be able to come on in a little bit of time and say, hey, my friend, the tumours are reducing. That's my prayer for her. And another friend who's on chemo, breast cancer, we did a lot of work with her years ago, and she was given a couple of weeks to live. 4 years later, she's still here, but some of the cancers come back, and she's on chemo, but she's on the X39 as well and loving it. So lots of prayers for people who have life-threatening end-of-life scenarios, and that's why I joined, because I have so many friends. I don't know about you there, but in Australia, it's like every time I get a phone call, I'm thinking, oh no, is it someone else with stage 4 cancer? Because that's what's happening all the time. And so that's my story. So thank you, Adrian, and Arlene for introducing me. So I do go to Arlene, as you suggested, Adrian, because she's in the same time zone as me.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's a bit challenging when we've got different time zones around the planet. So look, thank you everybody for sharing. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to give you a bit of an introduction about the company and how you might want to get involved if you're not already, but also for those people that are already involved, it's always good to reiterate, why you're here, and something you can also share to people who might be interested too. So I'm just going to go back to my share. Da-da-da! We're back on. Share screen. So hopefully you can see this on here. So in terms of the company, is a multi-level marketing company, as I suggested. It's a little bit different than many other companies. It does have a really lovely system, and you can earn some quite phenomenal amounts of money. People certainly upline from me, I know they're earning that sort of figure every week that you see on the screen. Particularly those in America who've been in the system for a year or 2 years. They really are pulling in this money every week, which is quite phenomenal. So it's a great thing to be on in Australia and here in the UK. It's quite new. And as we know, for people in the front line of any business, and you're at the forefront and you're the pioneers, there's a lot of opportunity. And a really good way to get going, it's really simple, is you join the company and you have this system, this binary system, where you have 2 people on your left, 2 people on your right. You get to what we call the manager stage, and then you're away in your business. So it's really quite simple. And then while people sign up, you have a little bit of a compensation and income coming from every time somebody signs up, and you get a little bit more for the different levels they sign up on that I will share as we go through. So it's a really simple way to start any business. And what I love about any multi-level marketing business, particularly this one, is everything is done for you for a sense of $25 initial fee that covers the admin. You get a website, you get your back office, you get all the marketing materials, you get all the support. Where else on the planet can you get that for $25? I think it's sort of what I call a no-brainer. It's yeah. And then we have this thing called a matching bonus system, where it works on, like a lot of multi-level marketing. You get different systems where you get paid. So when you get that those people underneath you and you get to the manager, you get your first line of the people underneath you, where when they sign up and when they get produce, you get a 25%. Your second line under, you get your 20%. And then your third line under, you get 20%. So this is why the people well above us who've got a big team are making so much money, because they're getting this bonuses every single week on the sign-ups and the products that people are buying underneath them. So it's a very, very beautiful, easy system to follow. And there are lots of videos out there. If anybody's interested, I'll send you one that talks about the compensation plan and about how you get paid. It's a very good system. So what we suggest to people, I said there is a system where you can just come in for $25. That's an easy one where you don't become a silver or gold or platinum or diamond. But what we suggest is, if you can come in at the silver, the gold, or if you want to really get this going as a business, coming at the diamond, where you're going to get lots of patches to get you going. You have patches that you can share with people, and you can start building your business. So I do encourage people, if you can, come in at the silver, where you're going to get your 2 or 3 packs of patches to get going, or you come in gold and you get your half a dozen patches, or if you want to come in a diamond, you get your 39 standard patches, and it really gets you going in your business. So it's all about affordability, where you want to come in on the business. And for those of you who come on here who are not yet brand partners, speak to the person who brought you on and get a sense of where you'd like to come in. And the beautiful thing about this company too is, say if you come in at silver and you suddenly go, whoa, I'm running out of patches, or I want to upgrade, you just pay the difference to upgrade. So if you come in at silver for 300, you simply pay another 200 to go to gold, and you also get the extra equivalent of patches when you upgrade. So they've made it very, very simple to follow. So the question is, are you serious about your dream? Do you want to get going as a little business, sort of like a ready-made business, and build yourself up with income? And just somebody asked earlier, are there regular trainings or webinars? So you can just see here, you might want to have a quick look at the times and jot this down. So in the UK, we have Tuesdays. In Australia, it's every week, different times. So different time zones, even got something in Spanish happening now. And also myself and others also have different webinars and times like this one every single week.
Okay.
So I just want to open us up. Hi there, Trevor. Nice to see you on here as well. So does anybody have any questions that they may have about the company, about the product, about signing up, or anything in general, anything else to share? Because we can open it up to a bit of a Q&A if you have anything to ask. And if I can't answer the question, I can certainly get that answer from somebody in the company as well. So does anybody have anything they want to ask or share? Or was that totally 100% clear? No? So everybody's pretty clear on where they're going. So what I would suggest to you then is, if somebody brought you on to this call, get back to them, have a conversation with them about where you may like to step in and get started, because it is a great opportunity, one, to get your health and well-being in place, but also for an opportunity for your business. And if you'd like, any of you want me to jump on a call with you and have a 3-way call, I'm very happy to do that as well, as is Adrian and as is Arlene as well. So you can take the opportunity of finding somebody in Australia or here in the UK to help you through that process, to help people sign up. So, so a great opportunity to do that. If you want to share this recording, I'll have this recording up on the WhatsApp group and also on my website, adrianhanks.com/LifeWave, and you can go there and share this recording as well. I'll put it into a Google Drive, and I'll also put it up on YouTube, and then you can share this as well. So nobody has anything else to share or say, or any questions? No, all happy and content. So what I'll do, I'll bring this to a close, and I want to thank you again for being here. And please do get in touch with me, or get in touch with that person that brought you on here. And if you choose to join us, if you're not already, I would like to welcome you into the LifeWave community, and it's growing pretty rapidly. So I'm going to stop recording.